Going to start out the weather portion of Ag Week with a look at the U.S. drought monitor because there are still some very dry areas of concern. The yellows you don't have to worry too about. That's only slightly dry. But when you get into the more amber shades, especially this kind of mid-level brown and the red areas, that's where the drought's getting pretty extreme. The deep south and some areas of the southern plains, including some of the winter wheat country, bears watching. Meanwhile, California's fortunes have reversed. It is no longer too dry. Most of California has recovered nicely from the drought. Meanwhile, across the northern plains, we actually have not too much concern at all, and that extends to a large region of the Corn Belt as well, where it's just not all that dry. We're in that time of the year where the weather can be highly variable. Of course, it's been quite warm this weekend with the jet stream going north. That will flatten out a bit this week. Cooler temperatures will drop into the northern plains. We're at that point in the spring now where the deep south will stay generally pretty warm, and every time it moves northward, there may be some extension, and we may get a little bit of strong to severe thunderstorms somewhere near where the jet stream is. Meanwhile, there may be toward the end of the week one more little surge of pretty cold air, not way below zero, but perhaps near zero, or at least some chilly weather dropping down through the upper Midwest, the Great Lakes states, and moving in on part of the Northeast over the next few days. Precipitation gets tricky this time of year, especially when the jet stream is meandering about so much. I really am not looking for a lot of widespread heavy snows or rains through the Midwest this week. There will be a few rounds of strong storms, and the Pacific Northwest will be wet, although California will primarily stay fairly dry, it looks like, this week. There will be, as I said, a couple of rounds of storms through the south. As we get into the second week of the forecast, the cold weather will mostly try to move east and then end up going back north again. The really warm weather, I think, will remain in the south, which will leave most of the nation through the middle part of March with a more of a benign weather pattern, which will likely lead to a little bit less precipitation. Probably a few scattered strong storms across the south, not terribly widespread. The one area that does look very wet is the Pacific Northwest this week. Down south, it's a little bit drier than average in South America, except for the Amazon forest itself. Southern parts of South America also a little dry. The very southern part of Argentina is hogging up all the rain in the southern hemisphere. And Australia, there will be a few areas of beneficial storms in the north, but most of the central and the dry wheat areas are looking mostly dry there in the west. So to synopsis here, cooler weather through the northern plains. Rain snow is difficult, but I don't see a lot of really heavy precipitation. And the southern plains are a little dry. That's a region that bears watching as we go into the middle part of spring.